You're a parent with how many kids? Two?
I have three.
Three kids. 2 sons and 1 daughter?
Yes.
And I have 0. And I oftentimes hear people with kids say, "Oh, my kids are going to have the same struggle. They're not the same struggle. I'm sorry, I'm saying it correctly. But my kids are going to know where we came from. Like they want their kids to feel the same things they came from." And I'm like, I don't want my kids to experience or to feel the same pain that I had growing up. Mm-hmm. That doesn't help the Black community progress forward.
No,
and I think sometimes, well, you're spoiling them if you're giving them more than what you had. I'm like, no, I'm giving them an alley-hoop. Mm-hmm. I'm setting them up to win. Mm-hmm. And hopefully if I give my kids an alley-hoop, they will give their kids an alley-hoop. And the quickest way for us to close that wealth gap is if we get the ingredients, get the instructions, and we make the cake and we pass that down.
Definitely.
The problem is with the Black community, I want you to go, is, y'all gonna get upset when I say this. Oh, Lord Jesus. We give them half the cake when we die. And when I say half the cake, we think because we have all the nice name brand things and nice cars, but without the system and the strategy and the wisdom, we think, well, because we're leaving them that's okay. When, like what you said, I think within the Black community, and I know there's a study that is out, and I got to find this study, and I'm going to share this study, but within the Black community, we leave our children with bills and benefits, and the benefits are only enough to take care of partial of the bills.
Right.
But we're not leaving them
right.
with wisdom, with wealth, with opportunities, with an advancement. And what you just said right there is you said, hey, and I'm gonna say something. And if I offend parents, you let me know because you're a parent. Oftentimes, what we see in the Black community is that we, like me, I feel the burden of, man, when I have kids, one day I'm gonna have to choose between my parents or my kids. And what we see within the Black community, we send all of our money back up. Rather than saying, hey, you know what? Let me go down. Because parents sometimes don't make the right decisions to set themselves up. And what I see you doing is, hey, I'm taking care of me and my wife, but I'm also making sure that my kids are straight too.
Right.
And in the Black community, and as a pastor, because you pastor and you lead people.
Don't get started there.
Why do we have this whole philosophy from a spiritual perspective and from a practical perspective? Like right now, if I'm being transparent, my parents may not like this. I'm not worried about them. Like right now, I'm saving and investing for my kids. I'm saving and investing to when my son or my daughter come out their mother's womb, I already have a plan to set them up before they even turn 1 year old.
Right.
I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do for my mom and dad at 70, 80 years old. Because it's their responsibility to take care of themselves. Now, it's my responsibility to make sure that I help and I serve, but my responsibility is to my home and my house.
Right.
Am I thinking right?
Oh, no, it's biblical.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
A good man leaves an inheritance to his children, not his parents. The riches of the father is, the inheritance of the father is, riches and houses.
Yeah.
It didn't say, it said father. It didn't say son.
Ooh.
So biblically, when we look at that, that's where it is.
Yeah.
And so I think that it's important. One of my friends said this to me, and it was so powerful. She says, inheritance is what you leave for them.
Yeah.
But legacy is what you leave in them. And I think that it's important that we can leave them stuff, but we got to also teach them how to manage it.
Right now, this is your show, man. Go ahead. Have that show, girl. Have that show.
Man, you are crazy.
Oh, this man said, oh my gosh.
But so to be a false balance is an abomination. So what we have to do is we can leave stuff for them.
Yes.
But we also got to leave stuff in them.
Yes.
Because the other problem that we have, even if we establish wealth, it doesn't get to the next generation.
It doesn't.
So it's just, one and done.
One and completely done.
So we have to help them to perpetuate the wealth or the inheritance to the next generation.
Yes.
The problem is, I think, is when you're that generation that's fighting to break the curse.
Yeah.
Because that's when all hell breaks loose in your life.
Yes.
And so not only did I have to battle with what I didn't get from my parents, I went from laying up in a hotel bed, sleeping with 3 women, a day, had 3 women pregnant at one time, to giving my life to Christ. So it was an extreme. So I went all in.
All in.
But the church said, here it is. I didn't learn finances from my parents.
Okay.
I didn't learn it from public schools.
Yep.
I went to 2 private colleges for a year and a half, didn't learn it there.
Wow.
And I didn't learn it from my place of worship. So the battle has been, breaking through, finding it on your own. I mean, I've served under some mega pastors.
Yeah.
But they never had a conversation with me about my credit score. They never had a conversation with me about how much life insurance I had.
Yeah.
They taught me tithing and sowing.
Come on, man. Don't get me in trouble.
They never taught me. No, I mean, it's just.
Don't get me in trouble.
It's the battle. They teach you tithing. They teach you how to give money, but they don't teach you how to gather it.
No.
They don't teach you how to guard it. They don't teach you how to grow it.
No.
But it's all about, let's give it.
And we're not talking about all churches.
Oh, no.
We're talking about the church in general.
Right.
We have failed our parishioners. We have failed our people, and we do not teach them. What does the Bible say? Your first ministry is at home.
Right.
And we're not teaching them how to win at home.
Right, because legacy is mindset.
Yes.
Inheritance is manifestation.
Yes.
The manifestation, the prodigal son got the manifestation, but he didn't have legacy. He didn't have mindset. And one of the problems that we're not shifting the mindset
Talking good.
of people.
Yeah.
We got a fixed mindset and not a growth mindset.
Yeah.
Because a fixed mindset is focusing on, hey, how did I do?
Yeah.
But that growth mindset is that how do we get better? How do we get better? Where you teach them responsibility, you teach them. I think one of the things that's important right now, and I'm working on a book entitled "Don't Quit."
Okay.
But it's going to be dedicated to my son.
Okay.
Because in doing all of this,
Yeah.
I failed a lot.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So, but here's the thing: why do people not talk about their fails? When you look at the videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
on success, they double the videos of people talking about
Failures.
But here's the thing. There's a difference between failure and failing. Failing is a verb.
Yes.
Failure is a noun.
Yeah.
A noun is a person, place, or thing.
Yep.
Just because I failed don't make me a failure.
Come
so
on.
one of the things that we're not teaching our kids is how to properly fail. Because fail is a part of success. And so I actually have an issue with people who are on social media who are always talking about winning.
Yeah.
Who are always, I'm with the lifestyle. But let's talk about the fails.
Yeah.
I think they should teach failure 101, failure 201, failure 301, because failure is a part of success and not opposite of success. And it goes back to, we're going to give them things, but one thing we can't prevent them from is the fails that God wants them to experience in life.
Facts.
Because that you have to fail, period. My son said this to me one day. He said, Dad, I don't want to fail. I said, well, you need to go to heaven.
Yeah.
Because it's a part of it.
Life.
And the society that we're living in, we talk about the inheritance, but I think the legacy is when my son comes up against stuff, he comes up against adversity, he comes up against things. He saw his dad. He saw his dad. How real can we be on this show?
I mean, you can be real.
My son bailed me out of jail. 2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning.
My son had to come and get me out of jail.
Wow.
Over some stuff that I didn't deal with.
Okay.
But he sees dad show up every day.
Yeah.
In life, overcoming a fail.
Yeah.
Overcoming a fail. We're giving trophies for everything, man.
Yeah.
But we're not teaching them. The Bible says if you faint during the day of adversity,
right,
your strength is small.
Yeah.
So we're not teaching them how to handle adversity. Yeah. So I think that's a part of the legacy.
Yeah.
The inheritance, you go to school.
Yeah.
But my daughter had to learn how to go to school. She just texted me the day and said, Dad, I passed chemistry. So, but she had been failing chemistry, but she's not a failure because she kept attempting. I don't even like to use the word try.
Yeah.
it's attempting.
Yeah.
Because trying is intention without actions.
Yep.
And a lot of people try.
Yeah.
But we gotta put action in it. So I think that's the legacy is what you leave in them. You know, don't quit.
Right.
You don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in what the shiny lifestyle that everybody's living and everything like that. That stuff is cool. But if you talk to anybody, one of the things I teach my kids is that if you talk to anybody successful, I guarantee you, if they talk with you face to face, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, yo, Mr. ONeal, tell me about your fails. Tell me about your fails. I mean, you've been giving testimonies about your fails here lately.
Oh, yeah, man.
I mean,
I have no problem speaking about my failures.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to call me out because I'm 39 years old, still single. I failed at relationships. I made horrible decisions. I treated ladies wrong in the past. I misled ladies in the past. I've grown. I've matured from them. But I have no problem admitting I failed. Doesn't mean I'm a failure.
Right.
I'm going to find me a wife.
That's it.
I have no problem admitting that. But I mean, I'm a man.
But you don't want to, here's the thing. You don't want to rush your seasons.
No.
Joseph did not rush his seasons. Can you imagine if he would have gotten a wife and had kids? See, I did it out of order.
Yeah.
I had a child out of wedlock.
Okay.
I got married and I didn't know who I was and all that stuff. I did it back. I've done everything backwards.
Yeah.
So I'm wanting to take that and help it be a win for my kids. I think that's winning.